Welcome to today's video. A little bit all over the place because this filming's over about 2 weeks. So it's been 5 weeks since we've done the reno on the green behind me. I'm going to show you guys the updates and the progress along the way. I'm going to go back to 2 weeks ago to start, show you a couple of things that we've done, and then at the end of the video I'll do some updates on how it's looking, give this another mow and show you how everything's looking. But everything's up and running again on my website. You guys can check out all the new liquid fertilizers there if you haven't seen them already. Really appreciate your guys' support helping get that up and running too and on board. Go check it out. Appreciate you guys' support, but let's get into this vid. So back down on the golf green, it's been 2 weeks. I was just talking about today. It's been 2 weeks since we did Breno, so I thought it'd been a week. So today it's due for its first cut. Probably could have been done a first cut a few more days earlier, but it is what it is. But today we're going to get out the Toro, the old 1000, because that's my bringing in greens back from Reno time. I'm going to show you guys how the ryegrass is looking, how the seed's popping up. We're probably going to cut into the actual edge of the green a little bit too, extend it out. You can see here, that's a bit of bent grass that way, so we're actually going to extend the green out a little bit too, just to get rid of that nasty difference between the bent and the ryegrass. Go a bit wider there, yeah, that's good. Holy crap. Oh, there is some sand in that. Alright, there's some weight to that.
Some rock in there too.
Damn. So the reason we're cutting into the edge like this, so when I sowed the green, those edges there used to wash out a ton. So I brought the green in to allow those patches to grow out and fill in the gaps. And then I've just never cut it back out wide again. So that's why there's that bent grass on the actual collar there like that. Should have really done this like a year ago, to be honest. What was that?
I don't know, I didn't want to go near it. I thought it was going to explode.
What was that? Holy crap.
Like, we always have problems with them. When was the last time you used this thing?
12 months ago after the last reno. So we're back down here again today. Unfortunately, the Toro has got something wrong with the engine. Something's failed internally. I don't know if it's a piston or something. Something's knocking in there, so we can't use that to do the first cut on the green. It's been a couple of days, so we're going to use the Rover because I do not want to use the John Deere to do this. So Tay and I are going to get this, set it down to the lowest setting, which is 8mm. So not going to take a lot off, but at least we'll remove some of the sand and stuff on here. We've already picked off all the rock. We'll try using 8mm too to cut into the surrounds a little bit. So actually going to bring the surrounds out in these areas quite a bit because they've gone out so much. So we'll probably even come out like to here somewhere on these areas after a few passes, because you can see bent grass and then ryegrass. So we want to fix that up. So that worked very well. I mean, it's 8mm, so it's not going down to 4mm like the Toro was, but that engine handled that absolutely fine. Ripping out a lot of grass. Bit of ryegrass in there. See if we cut anything off the green. So as you can see, the green's definitely looking better after Reno, but it definitely needs some nutrients. So I put out quite a low nitrogen fertilizer when we did the fertilizer on the green, and I actually thought it was something else, had no label on the bag. So if you get some more granular fertilizer out on here, got nothing in the shed, so I need to go get something, which we'll get that sorted soon. But it needs to be a mini prill, like something that's lower than 150 SGN. So I need to get something out on the green. But as for the ryegrass, man, it has come a long way. Like a lot of ryegrass has come up on the surrounds. It's looking really lush and really thick. Paspalum's starting to slowly thin out, little bit by little bit. We never actually put glyphosate out because it's so close to the end of the season for it here in Orange. Once the soil temps start dropping, paspalum tends to disappear. So you can see down here, it's looking very sad. It's looking quite crook and thinned out too, going a little bit purpley leafed, which is a sign that it's starting to disappear. But this area here, still a bit of the ryegrass needs to come back through and needs a little bit of an overseed. But compared to what it was when we ripped all that bent out, a lot has come back through. If we look at the before and afters from the other week, we definitely have a little bit further to go. Yeah, that's all we need to do for the rye. It's looking pretty dang good, thick, lush, looking great. A little bit of bent still in some areas, which I'll just pick out through the seasons, but it's not too bad. The green, it's not too bad. It's still been hit a little bit with ERI. There's still some circle patches here and there because the green has been stressed out from a Reno. So you can see a few patches here and there. Now, as I've said to you guys, the bore water is a big problem with this green because of the bicarbonates in it, and it does tend to make disease just hang around for a lot longer. So we need to get some sulfuric acid out probably now just to help relieve that bicarbonate buildup that's in the actual soil. But how good does this look as a second cut? I think we're going to make this an apron. I reckon that looks awesome. Obviously it's lost a lot of colour, but it helps just separate that bent grass from the ryegrass. So we may do a second pass too and just create a second cut. So we're now back to the 5 weeks later, bro. So what we've done, it's been a little bit of shambles since the last video, but the lawn definitely looks a lot healthier. You can see the duck turd has been a massive issue, and you can see all the green spots from where they've been. The problem with this is because I haven't been mowing much. I've been trying to get the business back up and running and products and everything, so the green hasn't seen much attention, but shows you how much nitrogen is in poop and wee, because ducks do both. Got a cloaca. Never thought I'd be saying that word on the channel. I'm not sure if I told you guys yet in this whole process, but the green got brown patch and it got really bad. Like it got so bad. I'll flick up a photo on the screen of what it was looking like. Now, obviously I've got no products here at the moment, so I had to somehow get some nutrients back in the green. So I mixed a bit of kelp, some seaweed, and some straight urea together, just to push some growth back in here, and it's pushed out a lot of the brown patch. Also put some chlortan out to knock the brown patch, just knocking on the head, and you can see it looks a lot better than it did even about a week ago. I applied all that stuff, so there's mostly just scarring left now in those areas. The chlortan's really helped, and the urea's just helped push it back through. After we do a cut in a minute, it should look good, but first got to clean off all the duck turd, because I'm sick of these little patches here and there. Once I get my liquids back too, we're going to do a mix of my Pure Lawn Tips mix and probably a little bit of pigment too, so pure colour on this area, just to even the colour out a little bit, and probably do some over on the Tiff Tuff too, because it is due for a feed, and probably for one more granular fertiliser app too. Probably just some proliferate on that area over there. So Tay set the mower just here at, is that 4 mil, isn't it Tay? Yeah, 4 mil on the JD, so we're not going back down to a 3 mil height of cut. We'll probably keep it at 4 to 3.5 through winter time, but I'll clean the turd off while he's mowing the green. Set that camera way too high. So much poo-poo. I only really had to do that half of the green because that's where they're doing it, but that is so decroded. It's old poo-poo. gonna do a single cut today just to relieve a bit of stress off the lawn still, because it is still coming back from disease, still repairing, still in need of some nutrients too, but it is looking a lot better after a cut. Brought a lot more color out in it, and it looks a lot healthier. We just need to get rid of these silly little duck poo spots, which means nitrogen is going to be the go. So once this liquid fertilizer is here, which it should be here probably in the next few days, all my new products, by the time you guys watch this video, once I release it, it will be here and I would have already applied it. We just need to get some nutrients back in here. A little bit of pigment too to stop frost. This year it's been a lot warmer. It's supposed to be a warmer winter this year, so, which is gonna be nice, but I wanna get pigment out so we do protect it from those little frosts that we do get more towards June and July. But liquid feeding is gonna be like every 2 to 3 weeks, to be honest, on the green for the next little bit. Going to be doing some regular top dressing through the winter just to get areas to repair, because we need to get nitrogen out at renovation time, or proper fertilizer. Unfortunately, it's just slowed us up a little bit, made the brown patch show up a little bit more, and there's just a few areas that need to fill in now. It looks pretty good, but it's not at full health, man. Like, it's looking thin and a little bit unhealthy. Yeah, this is what happens when you don't look after a bent grass green when you're stuck inside in the office for like 3 to 4 weeks trying to get your website fixed up. Yeah, you got to be so careful with bent. If you guys are ever considering doing bent grass, be aware it's a lot of work, and if you leave it and don't look after it, this is what happens, especially after renovation. 2 days after shooting that last video, and you can see that we've had a lot of repair on that disease. That clawtan's obviously hit in. I actually put some more liquid fertilizer out, a little bit of liquid iron, a little bit more kelp, a little bit of everything mixed this time around. And it is definitely coming back. Nice to see. Just gonna keep the liquids up every 1 to 2 weeks to get this thing ticking along. Scalped the ryegrass back yesterday too, as you can see. Cut it back really low, back to 15 mil, so gotta get some, that'll grow back fine. It's not a problem. I just had to cut it down because it was getting so overgrown. But it's nice to see this actually repairing and coming back and looking a ton better. So I'll keep you guys updated. Make sure I am showing you guys what I'm doing the whole time to get this repairing. Show you the liquid fertilizer applications. We can do this throughout the winter, which is awesome, especially since it's cool season grass. Not going to be a problem. And also keep mowing this regularly. You're going to start doing some top dressing on some areas down the bottom too where it needs it. Just actually do some work on the green throughout this winter and keep you guys updated. I'm excited for it. Anyway, thanks guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. Sorry for it was a bit all over the place. It's been going on for like a month, but I want to say thank you so much for your guys' support on the pre-order sale that I had recently. Really helped me get the business up and running again with the new warehouse. So I appreciate that so much more than you guys know. Yeah, it means a lot to me, so thank you so much. But I'll see you guys soon for the next vid. Have a good weekend.